He is one of the top football linemen in the state. Benilde-St. Margaret senior Eric Wilson received dozens of offers from Division I colleges. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, meet a young man who put a big emphasis on academics when it came to choosing a school. At 6'4" and 290 pounds, Eric Wilson is, like the old saying goes, big enough to work for a living. The Benilde-St. Margaret senior plays both center and defensive end for the Red Knights. The future college lineman admits he's changed his body type in recent years.
Growing up, I wasn't always the most fit kid. I was a little chubbier. I think I had some weight, a little overweight here and there. So I think 8th grade I started slimming down and becoming an athletic lineman, and that's when I realized that I could start getting out there and really start hitting people hard and putting them in the ground. And that's when I realized, I think freshman year, at the end of it, that I wanted to do this in college.
Wilson combined size, agility, and strength to help pave way for ball carriers and protect his quarterback.
I think people don't realize how quick and fast he is for as big as he is, and his strength really improved just this last summer. I think he finally started to fill out that body with muscle and then get rid of some of that excess baggage he was carrying. He worked really hard at it, though. I mean, he's a good kid.
The Red Knights bounced back last Friday with a win over Irondale. That came on the heels of a 30-7 loss to Cooper, one that Wilson and his teammates say they'll learn from.
We were missing some parts, but that's not an excuse. I think up front we can definitely do better. It wasn't our best game as an offensive line unit, but we're going to moving some people around. I'm pretty sure it'll be tough without Will or QB. But we know we can do better, and we can't forget that that's a really good Cooper team.
Eric grew up playing football in Osseo and came to Benilde-St. Margaret's in 8th grade. He played both basketball and baseball into high school and then switched from baseball to track and field. He qualified for state in both the shot put and discus last spring. Overall, it's been a great experience at Benilde.
It's a great fit for me. I came in here not knowing many kids. I came over here alone from Osseo. Just needed a new environment, freshen things up, and everybody I meet is so lively, and it's a welcoming community.
Heavily recruited for football by several schools, including Minnesota, Michigan State, and Iowa State, to name 3, Eric chose Harvard. He scored a 33 on his ACT test and is excited for the opportunity.
I really felt a strong connection with the coaches. When I visited there, I had an overnight visit. I just really bonded with the players really well, and I really felt like I've been to 2 Harvard football camps, and I really mixed with the coaches well and communicate well with them, and I feel like it'll be a good place for me.
It's all about academics anyways. I think people lose sight of that. You know, the kids are going for school, and that's a big push for him, was that he wanted to go to a great academic institution. He wants to be a doctor.
Eric says his football role model is former Vikings center and Harvard grad Matt Burke.
A Minnesota kid, went to Harvard, played center, and Vikings, so I always grew up and I knew him. It's one of the only offensive linemen you really knew when you lived in Minnesota, I guess. But it's surreal that this is happening, that I could follow in his footsteps and hopefully one day be like him.
While Eric says he'd like to be a doctor after football is over, he's not ready to say that will be in 4 years. Wilson has dreams of playing at the next level.
It's always been a dream of mine. I think in the past 2 years, Harvard's sent 4 offensive linemen to the league. And so the Vikings actually have a player, Nick Easton. He's on the offensive line. He played center for Harvard. I'll see where it takes me, and I'm not going to force something if it doesn't work. It's a dream of mine, like I said. So I want it to happen really badly, but if it doesn't work, so be it.
Benilde is now 2-1 on the season. The Red Knights play at De La Salle on Saturday afternoon.